What brought me to see Dr. Imana was that I was having pain on the left side of my jaw. Actually, my dentist referred me to Dr. Imana, and she referred me to Dr. Imana because I went to my dentist complaining of pain in a tooth up here and a tooth in my lower left jaw, and I thought it was a cavity, and she checked and realized that it wasn't a cavity, and she checked a little bit more and she realized that I was grinding on the left side of my jaw, and she then recommended Dr. Imana that I go and see a chiropractor. Things that I've tried in the past to help with the jaw, it was interesting because this was the first time I ever had that kind of pain, and so that's why I immediately thought it was a cavity. I didn't try anything in particular. I went straight to my dentist first, and she just ushered me right to Dr. Imana. There were other things that were kind of a wonderful surprise while I was under care with Dr. Imana to address the grinding. It ended up actually addressing issues that I had in my hip. I was in a car accident when I was a kid, and then I was in a bicycle accident several years later, and there was an effect that it had on my hip. And what I didn't realize is when addressing the pain that I had in my jaw, it actually ended up correcting the pain that I was suffering in my hip. And what I'd done in years prior was do a lot of physical therapy, straightforward physical therapy and exercises, but it never actually addressed the root of the problem. And inadvertently coming in for the pain in my teeth and my jaw on the left side, it ended up addressing, Dr. Imana ended up addressing other issues that I had in my hip and my shoulder as well from these prior accidents. My experience in general has been nothing short of fantastic. It's really brought me to be in tune with my body. It's made me very much aware of my body, how it moves, seeing pain as not something of an obstacle, but more of a way of my body to communicate, to let me know that it needs more attention. And it's also brought, interestingly, another way of sort of finding calm and peace within my body, which has been fantastic. And my experience has been so great that I've actually, with Dr. Imana, explored craniofacial release. I had a lot of sinus trouble, primarily from allergies, seasonal allergies that then would end up developing into sinus infections, and a lot of discomfort, and it would affect my quality of life. A lot of discomfort for several weeks. And after a frustrating bout of seasonal fall allergies, I approached Dr. Imana and asked him to do craniofacial release, and that was incredible. That was amazing. Totally opened up my nasal passages, and I was able to breathe better in a dramatic way. So much so that it's spring right now, and I don't have any trouble with seasonal allergies, which is really exciting. I highly recommend this procedure. In particular, I would recommend this procedure for people who have just tried a bunch of other things and haven't really seen any significant changes. And I think it's also a good way to approach this with a spirit of curiosity and inquiry, because I think when you approach it that way, you'll be surprised about what can unfold. My experience with Dr. Imana has been so wonderful and profound that I've felt so comfortable and really happy with the development that I've seen physically and emotionally and spiritually in terms of my relationship with my body, that I've felt very comfortable to also bring in family members, my daughter, to also receive care with Dr. Imana.